Hey traders, TG Watkins here. It's February 12th when I'm recording this. I think that there's something big going on with the market, and I want to make a quick little video about this so that you guys are up to speed. And if this market is going to come down in a big way, I hope you guys can take advantage of it. If you're having troubles navigating this market, come over to simplertrading.com/Moxy. Come into the trading room. We've been talking about this stuff. In fact, I just got off the mic. We were on for an hour, hour and a half talking about this. And I put on some VIX trades today. We put on UVIX, shorting the market. We've been on this and we've been waiting for this to happen. We even talked about it yesterday and then we took action on it today. So we're on this, and that's why I want to make sure that you guys, because I know a lot of people watch this video and it would be important for you guys to navigate this market. To kind of show you also that I've been working on this, these are the last few videos that I made. Fear is rising, extended market, profitable shorts, all this kind of stuff that I've been talking about, and then also the silver metals crash. And I think that precious metals are probably going to keep coming down. So be careful on the long side for that. But yeah, this is the thing. I've been talking about this, and I think that it's finally here. The challenging part is that the setups that I've had for this on the SPX have been existing for 3 months. This Moxy indicator being below 0 and price over the 50. That's a negative divergence. That's not supposed to be like that. But what's crazy is that it's been happening for over 3 months at this point, and trying to figure out exactly when this is going to happen has been difficult. But I've been warning about it, and I think that this is I think we're starting to see it, because today kind of feels like that kind of day for that. We can also look at the hourly Moxy indicator, and you can see that it has been going lower and lower and lower, even though price was going higher. And then here's something to pay attention to. Notice that price has been going up, and then now it's starting to go down. We are making lower highs now as of right here, and this is a pretty big day to the downside. We can also look at something like the VIX. We've been waiting for this thing to move. We actually just traded it this morning, and we're up nicely. But look, this thing is ready to go. Okay, it's been waiting for a while. We've taken a trade on it before. We put a new one on it today. This thing's ready to go. So if you guys need to kind of protect yourself, you need to pay attention to this and make sure your account is okay. Now, of course, there are still places that are doing well. You look at something like XLP. This looks like an absolute flight to safety. Okay, this is the safety trade. You can see even higher today because money is piling into this to try and find a safe place to hide. XLP. XLU, utilities. This thing doesn't usually move, and here you go. It's been up for the last couple days. So big money is looking for a place to hide because tech is basically wearing out, and just areas in the market like that are starting to come down. And I even think precious metals could start coming down as well, simply because this has been a huge move, and even a reversion to the mean could still be pretty sizable. If we look at GLD, let's just say even to the daily 50, there could be a move there. It could even come all the way back down to this particular trend line that I have, and I think that would still be a pretty solid move to the downside. So be careful out there. If you look here, the Moxy indicator is now below 0, even though price is over the 50. I think that is a new thing that we haven't seen for a while, especially on this up move. This is new, and this is something that I think we need to pay attention to. And that's why I kind of want to put it out there and make sure that, hey, if you guys are, if this market is not treating you well, we've been bouncing around a little bit too, but kind of taking some pot shots here and there. But now this looks like something that is really starting to set up in a big way for me and what I'm seeing out there. I could keep going. I could keep showing you some stuff, but this is really what the Moxy indicator room is for. If you guys want to come in and check that out, because that's the kind of stuff where we take trades. And it seems to me like things are really starting to build. I will show you one more thing. If we look at the breadth indicator here, and we were just talking about this inside of the Moxy room, and I was covering it yesterday, and I was like, it could be a thing, but I don't see it yet. We need to actually see if it's going to happen. And what this is, for those of you, I know you guys watching YouTube, not everybody is in the Moxy room, so maybe you're not familiar with the things that I talk about. But this is what I call an inverse trampoline move. Basically, it's a divergence thing. It's a false long setup, or it's a short setup. And this is breadth. This tells you how many stocks are over the 50-day SMA inside of the SPX. Basically, it tells you, how well is the market doing. And it's been a little tricky because you can see breadth has been hanging around up here for a while, even though some things are kind of degrading or the market isn't really moving. You know, the SPX isn't really moving too much. But look what just happened here. This is where price is over the hourly 50, but the Moxy indicator is below zero. I am seeing these inverse trampoline setups, that's what I call them, all over the place right now. And they are finally triggering. In fact, today is basically the day that a lot of these things are starting to trigger. We started to kind of see some potential setups yesterday, but today they're triggering. And this is why I'm saying I think this is the beginning of the move that we've been kind of looking for and waiting for in through here. And you can see even breadth, there was a pretty big down move today. So that's telling me a lot of things are happening out there. Oh, and then one other interesting thing that we just covered out there, look at the transports. You know, something's going on here. Now, of course, this was a really big move. It's just probably overbought and extended. But if you guys go look at a couple names, I don't have them memorized off the top of my head. They got smashed. There were some really, really big down moves today in the transportation sector. Again, I don't know what it's for, but I think we need to be careful out there because things like this are starting to top out and could start cycling back down. And that could be an indication of something kind of rumbling out there. So do be careful. And we also know that let's say the IWM, I think this could start coming down because again, I am seeing we have price up, Moxy indicator down, and then right here you can see the Moxy indicator is below zero. And as I said, today right there you see the Moxy indicator turned red. That is confirming today that this move is to the downside. And so I think we're going to start seeing some more moves and momentum to the downside. I am at least preparing that the SPX could come down 10%. I obviously don't know if that's going to happen. It may not, maybe it goes more, maybe it goes less, but I am prepared for that. And that way I won't get surprised or my account won't get wrecked, or I can take advantage of this and I'm actually shorting the market. And so if it does come down, I'll be making some good money on this because of the things that I'm seeing out there. And I just want to show you guys this, going back to this. If you want to know right here, watch this video, because this video is where I actually show you guys how I set up shorts and how the Moxy indicator can show us where shorts are setting up and to be careful on the long side. The thing that I cover in this video are actually starting to show up in quite a few places today and even this week out there in major ways. So we're taking advantage of it. We're putting some shorts on. I'm ready for this market to come down. The market's been really challenging over the last few weeks, if not a couple months, because it's just been going sideways at the top. Since it hasn't been able to go up, I think it's going to come down. I think the market needs to come down to refresh before we can go back up. So be careful out there, and we can continue to see really weak stuff. You know, look at Palantir. Something's really going on out there. And I've been talking about this for a few weeks, so you can see Palantir coming down. I think that there's more downside. We've been talking about FNGU. This is the FANG stocks. You can see, I mean, just look at this thing coming down. I was looking for a bounce. We got a tiny little bounce, but now it's rolling over again. I think this is pretty brutal, and it looks to me like we're probably going to get some more downside out here. So once again, guys, anybody out there on YouTube who's watching this, hopefully you're taking care of your account, and now you can take advantage of this and really come on into the Moxy room, see how it treats you. I think this is the time to really be careful, and down moves happen fast. So I'm kind of looking forward to some of these really, really fun, fast moves to the downside that we can take advantage of. And especially with the market starting to really move, we could have some really, really big days out there. So we're going to be all over it for the next few weeks as this market starts to unfold. All right, guys, thanks again. And hopefully we see you in the room, simplertrading.com/Moxy. And you guys take care. To catch you at the next one.